Hey everyone, it's Becky and Fuzz from Hope and Mum and Dad podcast. We're here again today with episode 2, and yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, so like a lot of people tuned in. Well, not a lot of people. We wish. Well, I don't even know if we wish. We're just doing this because it's something that we're going through, and I just think that kind of that phrase "misery likes company" is kind of it's a thing in it. You know, like if someone else can listen to our ups and downs and sort of feel a little bit better about something, then we've done our job.
Also, it's quite cathartic, isn't it, for us to
Have a whinge,
talk about it and moan, and actually sit down and talk to each other.
I don't think we whinged that much last week, though.
No, life's just so busy that
life just goes on.
Oh my god, life's so busy that we kind of we don't really sit down and have quality talks about it that much, which is probably weird. Maybe lots of people find that weird in this trying to conceive community, because obviously it requires a lot of decision making and stuff. So
I don't think it does. I think we tried to have a baby, didn't work, went to the thing, and then like and then got tested, and it's pretty straightforward really. There's not much we can do, but you're very different, and you were like obsessed about stuff and analyze stuff and what if this and what if that, and just go on like. And I'm not saying it in a negative way, but you do.
Yeah, so. I think there's probably lots of people like me though. It's not an easy thing to go through, and I am quite vocal about it. You're right. But going back to last week's podcast, I haven't checked in. I have been really crap on social media.
I think it's going to be slow, to be honest. But the thing about anything is that things take time, and if you want to do it, I think a lot of people do these types of things, and they do it and they care about followers and numbers and stuff like that. Like, I don't even know if many people are going to listen, but it's, we're going to do it anyway. It's not about that for us.
Yeah, but I hope if people are listening, it's helpful, and it would be cool.
Like me.
If you are listening, then please let us know. Like, drop us a message on Instagram at Hope and Mum and Dad.
Yeah, because it's weird that, isn't it? Because like when you follow an account or something, if you you watch it, I watch a lot of people on Instagram and on YouTube and stuff like that, and you watch it and you kind of check in, and they give value to your day, or they sort of, whether it's like if you're learning about something, or if it's just a general kind of bloggy type thing, and it's cool. But I don't really like say, connect with people and say, oh, thanks for that was cool. But I've started doing it a bit more now, and I think most people are like in lurker mode by default. Like
I said, I was creeping around in the
background. You're not. That's what it's for. Like if people didn't want to put videos, like people film themselves and put videos on the internet because they want to connect with the community around them and stuff like that. So it's just really weird how our default position is lurker, and it's like, oh god, like I'm really. It's like a paranoia type thing. Yeah. So we love hearing from you guys.
Don't forget you can leave reviews too on Spotify and Apple. You can
check this monster out. Like, Jesus.
That's another way.
Just come and say hi. Becky's already got you signed up to do reviews.
But that's a way to get in touch, isn't it? But I was having a proper cringe moment when I was looking back at the YouTube video, and people have said it to me before, but I have got really expressive eyebrows, and
you're like one of the Muppets. You just
I was watching the video and I was like, oh my god, it's so bad. So I'm very aware that right now I'm trying to keep my forehead very still. But I do have lots of wrinkles already because of it. But I guess it just shows that I'm an enthusiastic person.
Yeah. So not much. Well, let's talk about the changes. So I've
had monthly changes.
Yeah. Nothing. But our IVF stuff, we contacted come on, grown up, all the stuff.
Well, it was big news today when I checked the human fertilization.
Try and keep your eyebrows still.
I am.
Try. It's so hard.
It is so hard.
And you only do it. You don't do it like for anything else. You do it when there's a camera around.
No, I don't. I do it when I'm talking to people, because people at work have said it to me as well.
Wow.
Yeah. I am trying very consciously to keep my eyebrows
keep trying
down.
Yeah.
They're not moving now.
So you got a call back from...
No, I didn't get a call. I was doing my lurker thing on the internet because I've bookmarked the Human Fertilization Embryo Association.
Well, you can say the Human Centipede Show or something. That would come under the category of lurking for sure.
Yeah. So the HFEA website is where everyone who's going through this has been checking whether their clinic or fertility centre has been approved to open. And today, Wales Fertility Institute has opened. Well, not opened, but been approved to open by them.
Yeah, and then I called them.
Yeah.
Secretly with a little, maybe if I'm really nice to them, they'd be like, yeah, come on down today. We'll just sort you out, stick a kid in one. I was going to say you, but then that would mean they were talking to me, and that would be some real advanced shit right there. Like if I was giving a baby into my body. Nah. Anyway, so like
there's a film about that with Arnold
Schwarzenegger.
Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
What's it called again?
I don't know. Is it Twins? No. Twins, maybe, with Danny DeVito.
I mean, that's one of the shows, but is that the one where he gets pregnant? I'm not sure.
I don't know. We need to watch all those.
We'll have to make reference to it in episode 3.
Another thing as well, I thought, I think I was a bit loud then, but yeah, another thing I thought as well is like, we're here talking about our journey with IVF and stuff like that, but we're also like just kind of talking about other stuff as well. It's not strictly IVF because I don't know, like it's not. I don't think we could fill a whole thing just on IVF because it's a long waiting, really eagerly, and everything feels like it's terribly slow.
Yeah, it is.
So like, I don't know.
Which is why, I mean, we're segueing all over the place here. We're not staying on one topic.
We're what you call unprofessional.
Yeah, completely unprofessional.
Yeah, clanking.
Yeah.
Things.
So I like going forward. Like we said
we
last
called the
week.
clinic. I called the clinic today to see if there was like an update. I didn't really expect one, but I just wanted to speak to someone because I had a DNA test done.
Yeah.
Check I was like a human, I guess. Make sure I didn't have any superpowers or anything. I didn't want to go making like X-Men all over the shop.
That would be so cool.
Yeah, so I phoned them up and the woman was really nice, and like Becky heard some rumours on the grapevine that one clinic was going to be open and the other one was going to be shut and stuff. I said, don't listen to wherever you listen to that. It's probably not true. And lo and behold, I was right. They're both opening. They're both planning on opening anyway. They've both been confirmed. They're just waiting to like because of all the coronavirus stuff. Oh my god, how long do we get through this episode without talking about coronavirus?
Oh my god.
But yeah, like Becky thought that one clinic was gonna open and take both sets of people.
I got it straight from the horse's mouth because little did I know. I did. I phoned the fertility clinic before you did, but
you just phoned her up and said, "Hi, can I have some gossip? Can I have the hot take on what's going on?"
Well, the nurse said she wasn't sure. Like they obviously hadn't been through the specifics, which happens a lot in workplaces.
Yeah, there's everything's upside down at the moment.
Yeah.
But luckily,
travels.
Yeah. So luckily both clinics are open, which means like I guess that's going to be faster for everyone if there's two open, not just one in Wales anyway.
Woo! So glad.
And but yeah, and then I spoke to them, and they basically just said in a very nice, not long-winded, because I was probably asking those questions that were similar, but like, yeah, we don't know. Like, hopefully, I said about the date. They looked at the date that we were on the books-ish with them and stuff. And they were like, yeah, from the date that you were with us, then it should be pretty soon, really. We can't tell you. Like this, when you think about it, like some of the reasons why it might be delayed are quite morbid. And I've said, even though we want a kid now, and it's horrible that we've had to wait because coronavirus is kind of, put a spanner in the works with that. Like, there's people that are way worse off. Well, there's people that might have contracted terminal illnesses. Yeah, that will jump the queue, and you're like, oh, fair enough.
Well, there's other things that change that too, and there might not be terminal illnesses. I was reading an article today, and only from Wales Online, and it was no, I did. I can read. But it was from Wales Online, so a few years old, about a woman who developed a cyst on her ovary. So it's not like a life-threatening condition or anything, but they found that they were gonna actually it was in the end. I lie.
Oh, classic Becky story. You go like tell the ending, change the ending.
She had a cyst on her ovary, and because of it somehow she developed sepsis, but then they had to remove her ovary. They knew they were going to have to remove her ovary and take away her tubes. So that's another reason why it's not always like really horrendous things. But well, actually, that's really traumatic for that poor woman. But that
Not
was
terminal, you mean? There's reasons that
sepsis can be terminal, but yeah, there are often reasons why people might need to have fertility treatment to freeze their eggs unexpectedly because of something else going on.
Yeah. So anyway,
body.
I mean, what I was trying to say is, like, what we're trying to say in a more direct way is that, like, we should try and count ourselves lucky.
Yeah.
For our health, you know, and there's gonna be people that are jumping the queue because since everything got shut down.
Jump in the queue, so to speak. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
Not really, but yeah.
If there was an order of queue, like
priority,
first, second, third, fourth, fifth, everything shut down. And then if someone was meant to be like 15th in line, but has developed like some horrible like life-changing thing, then they go ahead. And rightly so.
Yeah, definitely. It's really important that happens because everyone deserves the choice and the right to make a choice to have a family if they want to.
What would you do if have you even thought, like, what if we were...
My eyebrows. I felt it happen.
Well, yeah. People won't understand what we're laughing at unless you're watching a YouTube channel.
I told them. Yeah.
Yeah, no, because you could listen as well. No, but yeah, I don't want to even think about like that. Can you imagine that? Like us having a kid, and then like at the beginning of our IVF journey, and then one of us getting ill, really ill.
Yeah, it'd be bad. That happens though.
I know, and then people, like, sometimes people try and get pregnant, like even though they know that person's not going to be around. Yeah. It's really sad.
And I mean, I was listening to that Big Fat Negative podcast again with
No, just hang on, let's just readjust. We're just gonna like, yeah, just put it over there.
With Gabby and Emma again, and
for me, I just feel I keep
fab.
doing that.
They were listening. I can't.
That's what they do to take the piss out of other people.
Yeah. Well, not other people, but the experience, the journey. But they were talking to a lady, I wish I'd written down her name, about her experience with IVF and how afterwards she developed cancer. And that was really scary, obviously.
From IVF?
Not, well, there are some studies that show potentially that having lots of rounds of IVF could possibly increase your chance and risk of ovarian cancer. Yeah, because of, there's not ovarian cancer, breast cancer, because there's certain cancers that like thrive on the estrogen hormone, and because you have so much of that in your body throughout an IVF process, that there's chances possibly that you could, have a higher risk. Yeah. But I think that's the case with so many things. I don't even know if it's proven. I think
your chances of cancer... I'm so loud, sorry. I've just realised I'm probably a bit too loud. But yeah, like diet and being overweight,
yeah,
like ridiculous for like cancers and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I am still a bit overweight.
I think everyone knows somebody who's been affected by cancer now. Like when I was growing up, I didn't. Maybe it was the case and I just didn't realize because I was a kid. But I think, it's so common now. But hopefully there's more success stories than there used to be, and people overcome it. Yeah. Anyway, we've digressed.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah, it is. Professional digressors.
Yeah. But yeah, so we don't know, basically, is the kind of wrap up on that. The IVF clinic is open, but not working because they got to get all their staff back from redeployment from coronavirus. And then they'll start calling people.
Yeah.
It's like a how long is a piece of string question, but I'm hoping that, like, we were only a couple of weeks away from having our appointment given to us.
Yeah, definitely. I think when I've spoken to them before as well, they've said that all the staff that are on their books, all the people who work at the Wales Fertility Institute, will need to quarantine for 2 weeks before they go back to work. Yeah. So, I mean, at the earliest possibility, it's 2 weeks from today that they could open, but that's not very likely.
Yeah. Does anyone else, this is the thing for our listeners, all 3 of you, maybe, right? 3 is a generous number.
One's probably my sister.
Yeah, thanks, Alexandra. Baby names.
Oh, yeah.
Something that I never thought I'd actually care so much about baby names before having a kid, but I'll be in a conversation or I'll watch a film and like a character's name coming up like boom, and then I go, that's what our kid's going to be called. All I got to do now is convince Becky to call our kid Pickles.
For a while, you wanted your kid to
Taco.
No, it wasn't Taco. You wanted to call it Diego, which,
That's
if
such a
anyone's
sick name,
listening,
though.
it's a really lovely name, but
Yeah.
I didn't want it. I could only imagine a fat
So
little
what if one of the 3 listeners that we've worked
baby.
really hard to gain
Yeah.
is called Diego? You just slashed our listenership
Oh,
by like
crap.
1/3.
Yeah. I always love it when you come up with baby names and tell me there's one you like, because
Pickles.
I think
Something
that's
weird, like an artist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the ways I protect myself from feeling shit about not having conceived yet. Because when we first started trying, I would like have a list and think about it all the time. And when I was in the 2-week wait in between ovulating and coming on my period, I would be Googling baby names and be like, Harry Potter inspired baby names, all the other things as well, and
Wizard.
have a wizard.
Wizard kid.
Yeah. Albus is quite popular now.
Albus.
Mm-hmm.
Albus.
And anyway, the name that you do like, that's a boy's name, I don't know whether it's a secret or not, is actually a Harry Potter name.
How can it be a secret? What,
because
like,
some people
secret?
keep their baby names secret.
What? No, but like, I thought you meant like it's a secret. Like, I don't even know.
No, it's a
Like
secret from
Jedi
public.
mind trick.
Like
your favorite baby name, you don't even know. That's like some subtle shit right there, just trying to get me to like the name that you want.
No, it's not that. It's a family name, but it's also a Harry Potter name. So I'm down
Do you
with
want
it.
to just say it?
Arthur.
Yeah.
But it's so old man. It's such an old man name, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't even go by that.
No.
Because it was such an old man name.
My granddad was called Arthur, but never everyone. Well, I don't know actually, but he made me, and he made me his grandson. Yeah, we had a slight little technical issue there, and normally I would work my magic if it was a podcast that I was producing for someone else and edit it out, but more about being real and not messing around. So
basic.
Yeah, so we were just talking about depending on where the edit was. This might even get edited out. Who knows? It's just a roller coaster. What's real, what's not. But basically, yeah, here in Wales we don't pay for prescriptions, and I really think like I can afford to pay £9 for a prescription every now and again. I would really like the option to do that, so that people who can't afford that, there's more money available for them then. And more, you know, like there isn't an endless pit of like supplies and resources and stuff like that. So bearing in mind that you know, a lot of prescription drugs cost hundreds of pounds.
Yeah.
What's £9?
Yeah.
It's going in the pot helping people.
You're right.
You know, so yeah, a lot of people in Wales take for granted that we get free prescriptions.
And we've got great access to fertility treatment.
Yeah.
Whereas in England, it's more of a postcode lottery.
Yeah.
Here, it's not the same.
And, you know, we're in the middle of lockdown and everyone's clapping for the NHS and stuff like that. But, but something about that I want to say is if you appreciate the NHS and you see all these people risking their lives going in without proper PPE, it's terrifying. Like, I don't even know if I don't know if I could do that. Like, I don't know if I could work for a company, ultimately the government, and work around a deadly virus and not have basic PPE.
Yeah.
And it's just absolutely nuts. And a lot of doctors and medical people that I've been speaking to have said that basically, you know, clapping doesn't really do much. It's great for morale and stuff, but really vote.
Yeah, vote for the right people
who are not. And I'll say it, don't vote Tory because they've literally devastated the NHS. They've underfunded it. You know, Labour's got its problems as well. Like, whatever, political parties have problems. But if we're looking at the state of the NHS now and what's happened to it over the last 10 years, it's just been absolutely gutted. And I will do everything that I can to persuade people to do the same thing and protect our NHS, you know?
Yeah.
Some people have got this attitude that, you know, you're responsible for your own health and if you fall sick, it's on you to sort yourself out. I was talking to someone about it the other day. And I was like, well, what if you have a child that's born with like a really rare disease and needs loads of specialist treatment and stuff like that? And they were kind of just like, well, you know, that's on you. And I'm like,
general health and stuff, like maybe catching the cold and stuff, you can prevent that, but there are so many illnesses that you can't prevent.
No, and there are illnesses that you quite like.
Yeah.
As a society, we should be looking after each other because a healthy society
And we can do that by voting.
Just vote for people who are not going to gut the NHS and lie to you and stuff.
On a brighter note, though, this lockdown has meant that like the NHS really has been boosted by charities and fundraising.
How embarrassing is that, though?
That is embarrassing.
It's not meant to be.
It's good that they've got a little injection of money coming in. Captain Tom Moore and
but I don't.
with Joe.
But I don't think it is good, because it's absolutely shocking that we have to rely on. They have to, cap in hand, rely on charity.
Yeah.
To keep people healthy and stuff.
Yeah.
It's meant to be. That's meant to be like
why
one
we
of
pay
your
our taxes.
number one priority. If you've got a healthy society, more people can work, more people can do stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely shocking. And what I can't stand is how the Tories seem to be just they'll take some, like Captain Tom Morgan. More, sorry. Raised a lot of money. You shouldn't be doing that stuff. He's an old guy. Like, he should be, like, the NHS shouldn't need an old guy who can barely walk to do
100
crazy
laps
stuff.
of his garden.
I know. It's probably not that good for him. It's probably slightly dangerous for his heart and stuff.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
maybe.
And then all these politicians come in and they go, oh, yeah, we'll give you a knighthood and make a big deal. And the badge. We've made a badge. Scrap the badge. Just fund them. Literally.
I think it's nice for Captain Tom Moore. Oh, you mean an NHS badge?
Yeah. You're like, oh my God, just fund them. Yeah. I know a lot of people in the NHS, and I know a lot of people that are really, really upset. Like, really upset. And they see people breaking the lockdown measures and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they're coming home with sores all over their face, and they're not going in with PPE. And all of that's just being disregarded. If people completely break the rules and do stuff that they're not meant to do, you're basically sticking your finger up at all the hard work and sacrifice that these people are doing. There's nurses in the NHS and stuff that have like not seen their kids because they're worried about bringing it home to them. Vote. Stop clap. Well, keep clapping and vote, because that's where the change is going to happen.
Yeah. And in other news, like we said, we want to get more people on to kind of, make this podcast really informative. So we have made contact with a few people, NHS being one of them. So we've spoken to Wales Fertility Institute, and hopefully we'll get them on to...
They said they were very interested in coming along.
Yeah. So we just need to work out the finer details.
Maybe tweet them and say, because you could, basically, if you're listening or watching, you can give us some questions to ask them. But we were going to sort of, basically, we were going to go through, the journey, some questions people like that we have on stuff. How they,
well, I know that, they prioritize patient care, and they know that everyone's individual. Talk to them about that.
It'd be cool
and
to
how
speak
they've
about
managed through the pandemic, and how services are going to change going forward, because like the pandemic will be a change for everyone in every circumstances across the globe.
Do you know who I'd really want to speak to again, actually?
Who?
Our doctor.
Dr. D'Angelo.
Yeah, she's cool.
Yeah, she is really cool. I follow her on Instagram now. She's not very active, and she does a lot
probably
of...
busy, like she's probably redeployed in this.
She does a lot of work with ESHA, and I can't remember what... ESHA. I don't remember what it stands for, but it's to do with the Embryo and Humane Society, like in Europe's Society of something. Anyway,
cool story.
No, I know I'm terrible at it, but she does a lot of research with them, and talks a lot about OHSS, which is ovarian hyper something syndrome, which is something that can happen when you go through IVF treatment and you have too much stimulation on your ovaries, and then you can develop this syndrome, which can be life-threatening, and she's done loads of research into it. So she sounds like a really cool standout girl who knows a lot about woman. And she's like...
Doctor.
I saw an interview with her basically after one of the...
How deep did you go on this? Like,
quite a lot.
YouTube
but she sounds like she's really like all about equality as well, because she talks about how Wales Fertility Institute treat transgender patients as well, and how they're like looking into that research as well and making sure that there's treatment available for everyone, basically, which is amazing.
I don't even know how that would even...
Well, we can ask her if we go on. Yeah. No, she might be the one that we speak to.
I thought if you are transitioning and go through stuff, either way, then you can't you could donate sperm, I guess, couldn't you?
Yeah.
But I mean, the way that you was kind of saying it, I thought you were meant like someone could transition from a woman to a different gender and still have a baby.
Well, yeah, because they can harvest and store their eggs, can't they?
Ah, right, and then put them in someone else.
They can also
There's probably loads of different...
freeze sperm samples too. So even if they're not going to have it in a traditional way once they've changed gender, and gone back to the gender that they identify as or are, then they can make it happen by using a surrogate or something.
We're pretty clueless, but it's always good to.
But it's so interesting, so it'd be
like
amazing to talk to her. She was really funny as well, wasn't she?
Yeah.
And we had some good laughs with her about.
I think I was driving a few of those laughs, to be fair.
Of course you were. You're a funny guy.
Well, you know, I was surrounded by 3 women in an office talking about infertility.
And your sperm.
And I was just like, I'm just going to break it down. This is like a bit of a post-match analysis here. I'm just gonna... So I went in the room. I had the cut. No, too much information. No, but there was definitely a tension, wasn't it? There was a bit of like a...
You broke it pretty quick.
Yeah, and I just smashed that. I was just like, let's talk about jizz. Anyway.
So that's all for today, I reckon.
Yeah, so we're gonna wrap up. But like we said, we're looking forward to Wales why do I say it wrong?
WFI, Wales Fertility Institute.
MFI, I'm dyslexic, I'll say it wrong.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to the Wales Fertility Institute.
Boom.
That was not recorded at all.
No.
We're looking forward to them potentially coming on, and it would be really cool to get questions and stuff from you guys, or things, you know, whether it's something you're worried about and you want some reassurance on, or whether it's technique that we don't do in the UK that might be coming in. I don't even know. I'm just trying to think of all the different stuff that you could think about.
Dirty minded, I'm just thinking like you're talking about that in techniques.
Technique. Yeah.
Tried and tested methods.
So we're gonna leave you, and we'll catch up for another check-in with you guys next week.
Yeah. Ciao.